Oh, this was a fun adventure and a fun game. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past is pretty much a lot of people would, and I would agree, by far one of the greatest quests that uh, Zelda in the Zelda series. It's one of my favorite games, though, and it is on the top list of my favorite Zelda games. Uh, I personally like Majora's Mask a lot more because, mostly because that it's an interesting adventure with having to deal with being on a time limit, and not only that, the game looks more polished than Ocarina of Time. I know a lot of people probably don't like that game as much as I do, and I don't know if I'm ever going to do that. We'll see what happens in the future, although I'm probably betting I'm going to need to play the first Ocarina of Time before I even touch that, which is fine. I can do it. I have seen this game. I was there when the game was actually released, but when I actually had I've had the NES, the Super NES when I was young, but back in those days, I was like really young, to that age before you can actually comprehend what you are doing in those games. So I never actually completed this game until I was probably in my teens, and that was probably when the Nintendo 64 actually came out. I apologize. I always like to go back and play these games because these games were always fun. I do love current gen games, but I would like to bet that a lot of people would also agree with me that the classics are always the greatest. And Links to the Past is one of those exceptions. It's no exception to that, because it is a great game. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in my next Let's Play. I'll think about it, or I'll have to think about it. Maybe something less tedious and more straightforward, who knows? This was fun. And I hope you guys who've watched it also had fun watching me play this game. I know I said I wasn't going for 100%, so that means I wasn't going to get any of the hearts. And I know I accidentally didn't get 2 items that I could have gotten. They were optional anyway, but I could have gotten them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very all much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I did playing it. I'm sorry it took so long for me to actually get some uploads in. Some personal issues came up and I couldn't find the time to record. Thanks all again. See y'all in the next video, whatever that could be. See y'all later.